also that time of year when women who are in violent relationships live in fear and dread at the onset of Christmas and the season to come, because the emotional manipulation, the financial pressure, the added likelihood of physical violence all spikes at Christmas because of the many different factors. And I have to say, I've been at a number of debates in here, but I have to beg to differ with the claim of the Minister for Justice when he introduced this topic. I actually couldn't believe my eyes. To quote, to say that the government has made a major priority of tackling domestic violence, and he was confident that in the future 2020 would be recognised as a landmark year. What planet are you on? Because in actual fact, the whole domestic violence sector gets 1/4 of the funding that the racehorse and greyhound industry gets every year. It actually gets less, 20 million. And the idea that this government has made it a priority, I can't find it harder to think of a greater contrast to government complacency and the outrage that exists on this internationally. As I said, 20 million is given to the domestic violence sector and 5 million to the sexual violence sector. The pitiful amounts of money. And that is why 9 people a day are being turned away from refuges. I want to just highlight briefly the Sonas Refuge in Blanchardstown in my own constituency. I paid a visit there a couple of months ago and I met the CEO of Sonas. I was horrified when she told me that from that refuge alone, which is in the Taoiseach's constituency and mine, up to 500 women are turned away every year. And while they do their utmost to find safe houses for them, a number of those women stay in violent relationships, and because of the housing crisis, many women have to leave the refuge after their stint is done and go into homelessness. Like, what kind of a system is this? And you tell us it's a priority for you? Like, seriously, very difficult to listen to.